I have been asked so many times in the last few months about crystal children, so I decided to kind of really dedicate November to kind of understanding indigos, crystals, and rainbows. So children. So I will tell you, this is a great time to kind of connect in. Make sure you look forward to the next videos. I will be launching 1 or 2 a week to kind of give you more insight. So this one is all about crystal children, and crystal children are here to kind of really kind of take our story to the next level. And a lot of times, like, you may think like, wow, that's really a lot for a crystal child. Well, crystal children have been around for a little bit. They have been coming on this planet probably the last 40 to 50 years. And at the beginning, of course, it's a slow indication of like a few coming, a few more. And now in the 1990s to 2010 to 2020, we are having way more crystal children being born than probably any other types, and more than indigos. Crystal children are being born to more crystal children. So it's kind of like just advocating that same energy over and over again. And this is the really fun part. And it really kind of leads us back to like love and peace, and kind of teaching us to kind of like think of the group as in total instead of the individual. And that also kind of just comes in with the age of Aquarius as well. So it kind of like matches all of that energy as we move forward. One of the things that I will say is crystal children have always like this desire to kind of create or build something new or different. And you're going to see this from like little bitty child all the way to full grown adult. Like I said, you could have a crystal child that's 50 or 60 or 70 years old, and it's because they came on first to kind of plant the seeds or kind of get ready for the next set of crystal children to come along. One of the things is you will kind of note with their eyes, like my eyes are almond shaped, their eyes are always circular, almost like little round balls. It's one of those that's really cute. They also usually have a very magnetic personality. You will see people come out of the woodwork to talk to them. You are going to see them kind of like always gazing at people or looking at people, but it's almost like not necessarily looking at the person, it's almost like looking through the person. So it's kind of like interesting. And I will tell you, they are really meant to be kind of like light workers, healing workers on our planet. And you may even see that in some of their passion-driven things that they love to do. You're going to see a lot of them wanting to like heal our world, work with our world, bring healing, all of that kind of like just amazing energy in. I will tell you, really kind of studying the ideas of crystal children, you really need to open your mind, because it's one of those, it may seem like very narrow when we talk about it, but it's really like worldwide. It's not just like one area, it's the whole world. And really that's what they're meant to do, is kind of bring in that amazing crystal energy and always upgrading us, like upgrade here and then here and then here and then here. So they're always upgrading that amazing energy. And I will tell you, they are kind of like me, kind of like rock hounds. They love crystals. They love having crystals around them, stones, that sort of thing. They are going to be like that crystal child rock hound of like, I just love this kind of energy, and I love this amazing energy around us. So they're always going to be kind of bringing that harmonious energy, because those stones are going to balance back to them. So it's kind of like they're sending out energy, but now when they put the stones around them, it's going to balance that energy back to them. This is a great way to kind of think about it. Indigos really kind of pave the way for crystal children to come, and they're also meant to kind of help develop their minds, develop their intuition, develop different things about them. And then it's also kind of molding them, like how can we work within this energy? How do we fix or change things within this environment? And creating new ways of kind of being that bridge between the old world and the new way. And it's not necessarily tearing down the old world, but it's kind of like, what can we improve, or what are the good parts that we can take from this and add to our new world, is going to be an amazing thing for us to see as we keep getting more and more crystal children on our planet. One of those amazing facts is a crystal child is always born to an indigo or another crystal child. They are never without parents that should be able to support or heal their energy. Now, sometimes their parents do not keep up with their own abilities or anything else, and so they kind of fall flat in that area. That's kind of sometimes when I step in of kind of like, let's fix this way and let's fix this way. But it's one of those, their parents also have psychic abilities and they should be able to help them in some areas, but sometimes that parent, like I said, didn't always get the full support that they required to kind of bring in that healing for them as well. And it sounds like a big job, but they have a huge mission to kind of heal our world. Our world, at the root of it, is crystalline energy, and so a crystal child is going to balance that energy back to Mother Earth and fix and heal and upgrade everyone on Earth. Let's see. One of the things that you're going to notice about crystal children, besides their amazing, beautiful eyes, and like everybody's going to be drawn to them, they have this fearlessness that is just unbelievable. They kind of are born with kind of the lack of fear. You know what I'm saying? Like they will jump in with both feet and you're just like, what? You will kind of see them naturally, almost just fearless. Like they'll jump into the ocean, they'll jump into a pool, they'll run into the street because they have like no fear. They just know that everything is going to work out in their favor. And I will tell you, they're always bringing in love and divine love and bringing in more trust than they really should be. It's one of those, it is amazing to be around them because they trust without fear. They trust whoever they're around. Now, second of all, I will say they have an imagination. We're talking like, oh my gosh, an imagination, like imagination. And a lot of them had imaginary friends or, when they were children, but a lot of times like they never really gave up on that imaginary child. Like some of us outgrew it, they never did. They stayed in that energy the whole time. And it's one of those, they have this incredible sense of creativity and curiosity and like expression. Like they have to express themselves. If they're not, they're just like fidgety, and you can kind of see it with them. And it doesn't matter what they're doing, it matters that they're doing it. This could be music, art, crafts, gardening, anything. It could be like, you're kind of like, well, how is that creative? A lot of times it's creative problem solving that they're doing. And you're like, okay, this is interesting. Yeah, they have a very interesting way of healing or working through things around us. Now, kind of number 3 is psychic abilities. Literally, they are born with super high advanced psychic abilities. Like they didn't get turned off when they got here or anything else, kind of like in the birth canal, usually they get turned off. And then we kind of get to the point where it's like, how do we do this? And how do we do this? They literally are born with clairvoyant, clairsensitive, clairaudient. They have amazing ability to kind of step into intuition, kind of step out of intuition. They can like literally be a human lie detector test. They can kind of bring in this kind of amazing energy. Now, I will also tell you that they really have a high telepathic communication, high telepathic communication. And sometimes it does hinder their vocal, because it's one of those, like if we can communicate with our minds with much clearer, faster intent, and I can send you what I'm looking for, the energy of it, all this kind of stuff. Why do I have to use my words? They're so lame. Like, it's like, oh my gosh. So it's kind of like taking your most comfortable form of communication and turning it on its ear, like being able to talk to everybody that way. It's like, wow, I can really do this. Now, I will tell you, a lot of times crystal children really get overstimulated. They kind of get to that point where it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I am overstimulated in some areas, and it can really wear them out very quickly. They also kind of get overwhelmed easily with energy. They normally do not like very busy places or very, music halls, bars, all that kind of big restaurants. They usually prefer like the smaller, more intimate. And it's one of those, their energy is always centered around their emotions, like how they feel about other people is going to work. And I have even seen several of them being really very naturally gifted in telekinesis, which is about the psychic ability to move things without touching it. You're moving it with your mind. So it's one of those, they have this amazing energy. The next one is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So number 4 would be they have a great connection to Mother Earth. Naturally, these children are like one with Mother Earth, and they're kind of like, because we're the same energy, we're bouncing each other's crystal energy off of each other. These children may see fairies, trolls, yeah, they're real. Fairies, trolls, all kinds of amazing energy that other people may not see. They may also spend hours with rocks or crystals, quietly sitting with nature. So you're going to see that. I was watching a video a couple of days ago, and this woman said, I don't know why, but every time I walk outside, my child just like goes silent, like just like, yeah, that's a crystal child. It's like, that's a crystal child, definitely. So I will tell you, they have like this capacity to just kind of connect with what's going on. You will even see them like hugging trees or flowers, petting flowers, all kinds of stuff. They're not afraid of animals, even if the dog is like barking at them or anything else, or the cat is hissing. They're just like, let me just show you love. Let me show you light and love. So they're going to be like that connectiveness. Number 5 is you're going to see them really have this deep requirement for peace in not only their family, their world, and they're always going to be wanting to make peace in their family. If there's a kind of a ripple in the family for something that got said wrong or whatever else, they're going to be like, we've got to fix this. They cannot deal with that kind of like uneasy energy at all. They are not the ones to kind of like step lightly or anything else. They're like, let's talk about it. Let's clear it out. Let's go. Let's not have this energy last with us. So that's kind of one of those amazing things. I will tell you, kind of crystal children have this amazing intensity, this warm sensitivity. They are drawing people to their energy constantly in this amazing energy. And I will tell you, it's almost becomes like this energy of, people think of them like being weak at times, but they're really not. And some of them have actually come on this planet with very strong, super strong energy, because they know that they have got to clear this out. They've got to deal with all of this amazing energy and get it cleared, so we can move forward. So it's kind of like clearing out our blocks and our passages so we can kind of move forward as a planet. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.